We play Led Zeppelin, and it always makes us nostalgic for junior high, the hours we would spend in each other's bedrooms talking about how foxy Robert Plant was, even though I was becoming even wilder for David Bowie. To me, Bowie sounded black when he sang a song, which made him like me. And when he was Ziggy Stardust, he seemed to be something I couldn't name. He wasn't a man or a woman. He wasn't even from this planet. Because he was anything that we wanted him to be, he could be with anything and anyone he wanted to be with someone who was whatever she wanted to be, somebody like me, so many things rolled into one, with Avery. He'd be with Avery. Robert Plant, tight jeans and cock trailing halfway down his legs. He wasn't for nerdy little nappy-headed girls like me, though I wanted him to be, longed for him to be. The irony of Plant singing the blues and my feeling excluded from the blues was lost on me then, but not now. Keith loved Zeppelin, and Bowie too, because his friend John liked them. When we first saw Bowie, we got the shock of our lives. He was on Soul Train. And my family was visiting Keith's family in Victorville. We watched Soul Train like it was church. We needed to dance like those people going down the line. We just knew we were black swans that were going to look like them one day. Faith, we had it. People all over the world, we sang along with the theme song. People all over the world. But we didn't know what that meant until we saw something that made us think our eyes were lying. Everybody loved Bowie's golden years, but when we saw him on Soul Train, we freaked out. Avy, Keith called out. He was adjusting the hanger which served as an antenna on his black and white television set in his bedroom. Look, Keith said, trip out. I ran to his room and looked at the thin white man singing on Soul Train. Bowie was wearing a dark suit with a light shirt, and he was moving very slowly as though he were high or drunk or too cool to sweat. He's singing Fame, I said. We love that song. I thought he was black. We stared at the television as though we didn't know whether to laugh or to cry. I'm tripping, Keith kept saying. I am really tripping. Me too, I said. He white? I don't care, Keith said. He bad. He a bad dude. We were traumatized and amazed. Who was this man who wasn't anything close to what he looked like and sounded like? Who let him do that? Who let him be white and weird and on Soul Train? Britta climbs out of the pool and lies next to me in a chair. She says, you got any booze? And you should get some if you don't. We don't have any alcohol in the house since Massimo's gone. It's my way of policing myself, since I've taken drinking much more than I should. We leave the music playing and we go get vodka for Brenna and Chardonnay for me. I have to back out of the driveway and then turn carefully so the car doesn't get too close to the edge of the hill and roll down it. Then we have to drive very carefully down the hill, which is very narrow and barely allows for 2 cars. Brenna vigilantly looks for cars coming around the bend, even though I'm always careful. Why live up here with the hills crazy like this? I don't know. I hunt for a CD and put it in while I'm driving with one hand. After a moment, Michael Jackson sings about making pacts and bringing salvation back. Bummer, Brenna says, poor bastard. Do we have to listen to this now? But I love when he sings, let me fill your heart with joy and laughter, togetherness, that's all I'm after. So I let him sing his song. Maybe if he hadn't hated himself for so long, for looking the way he did, maybe if he had someone telling him earlier, before he ever got on stage, something different about himself, maybe then he wouldn't have tried to move bone and skin and hair into shapes and textures and colors that he thought made him better. Or maybe if he just could have been all of that mixed up in peace, weird and black in the first place. I tell Brenna all of this as we're driving down the hill. Maybe, Brenna says. She reaches over and turns down the volume. But too much money and little boys, I think that's what did him in.